That's my bad. Definitely know how this works, and I know what I'm doing. Apollo, thank you so much for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Oh my, whoa, it's money! Oh my God, Apollo, thank you. Hold on. So today I'm actually using a different audio interface because my audio interface is currently dying. So what we can do, hold on. Thank you for the raid, Apollo. Let's go. I don't have a money song, but hold on. Let me see what I put together. I can put something together. That's you know, that's like, it's a little distant, it's okay. Thank you for the raid, thank you for the raid. Hey, thank you for the raid, hey, let's go. We finally got money, we're gonna do the thing. I don't have money. But yes, stop please. Sorry, that's for later. Thank you so much for the dono. I greatly appreciate it. We have things working. Look, I even got chat working. Like, I went and looked through the CSS, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to work through the CSS and write all the CSS. But Apollo, thank you so much once again for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful time playing Genshin. You got to chill and Zatsu a bit. If you haven't checked out Apollo, Apollo's amazing. One, he's a great mixer. Two, he's a great vocal artist. Three, he's also just very, very entertaining. So please do check out Apollo. But today, I have things that we're gonna do. We have emotes, and I need to give you all like valid reasons as to why you all should be members, or at least a decent majority of you all should be members. And I'm going to give you valid reasons. I'm going to give you a whole goddamn presentation as to why this is a valid investment to make, because your money is valuable and your time is valuable, and we're going to do this right. This is a goddamn funding proposal. Let's get started. Okay, so let's get started with the beginning. Let me get this open. Okay, first off, this is our funding grant, okay? This is basically Zhuni applying for funding for a project. This project is really important. This is Zhuni trying to understand the world of virtual streamers. And yes, this is a very, very meta-analysis, but also, it's important because we need to have tangible reasons, right? You don't just throw money at science projects. Like, they have to have some kind of backing, some kind of like general idea as to why. Joke's on you. I'm still gonna give good reasons. Okay, I also have, reverb echo. So the echo, the reverb, I don't know where that came from. The echo, I think, is one of the filters that I have on. I'm not sure which one. I'm gonna turn this one off. But look, I have actual reasons as to, oh, I know why. Do I know why? There is no reverb on any of this right now. You know what? We're gonna work with it. I thought the reverb was one of the filters, and it wasn't one of the filters. Oh, I know what it is. There's no reverb anymore. I got rid of the reverb. Okay, I found the reverb. We get in the Hello Fresh. Yeah, no. We're not gonna do the Hello Fresh sponsor. Okay, actually, okay. My opinion, if Hello Fresh wants to sponsor me, I'm not going to say no. But also, at the same time, you all can make your own food. Like, making your own food and meal prepping is not difficult. I know what was wrong. I should just pull my other interface out. But no, rather, we're gonna do sponsorships that are related to what I do. For example, travel tubing. But before we get into that, let me go through why you should fund this research project. Also, look, emotes. Thank you for, wait, where are the other emotes? Yes, Mad Rat, we have cherry emotes. We have all the goddamn emotes. So, first off, why am I doing a grant funding stream in the first place? Because one, your time, energy, and resources are valuable. Yes, you all as fans continue to go and like support your Oshis wherever you are, but that takes a lot of time and energy. And as someone who also consumes VTuber content and other social media and streaming content, it takes a lot of time it takes commitment for people to come back and do things. And so I want to respect your all's time and energy and putting money and resources into streamers. And you also ought to know, like, how is this money getting spent? Also, hello, Reuse. Oh yes, I started wrenching people. I started wrenching people. Apollo should have also been wrenched. Yes, we'll get into who made the emotes, but I'll say it's Haewon the heartstrings. But Haewon's amazing. But yes, the reason why I'm doing this is because it's accountability. Very much like big company have shareholder meetings and shareholder calls now. Like, you know, people call in and ask the shareholder, like the company questions, like, you know, what are the projects that are on hold this year, etc., etc. Twiggy also needs to get modded. I'm working on that. But basically, the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to respect your time and energy. You all put a lot of time and energy into supporting me, and I want to make sure that I can be accountable to some of the things that you have. No, we are not big company, Dry Bones. We are NexStage, everyone's favorite down and out VTubing company that's gonna get, we're gonna get there. Also, hello, Faye, welcome on in. I hope you're alive and functioning. Like, truly, I hope you're alive and functioning. Faye is also a good friend, very, very good friend, whom I should also wrench, but I don't know how to do that on the fly, and it takes me forever to find all the instructions. Oh, I'm so bad at YouTube still. But yes, I really do appreciate your all's time and energy in making this possible. And so I want to make sure that you all can ask questions as to, like, what's this money going towards? Like, why am I spending money here? Valid questions. Okay, so with that, your time. Oh yeah, I just said that. You did make it, Faye. I'm glad to see that you're alive and functioning. And so yes, as I just said, and I didn't switch the slide, money is not the easiest thing to come by, and I want to make sure that if you're choosing to give it to this stream, you're getting something out of it. And I hope you're getting something out of it, whether it be education, whether it be entertainment. I just need you to come out of this with something tangible and concrete. If it's that, oh, Zhuni had a funny thing today, or whether it's like, oh, you know, I come to terms with processing my emotions and my emotional capacity has grown, or whether it's you know, Zhuni put a rock in his mouth and I thought it was funny. I'm not gonna put a rock in my mouth, even though I do have questions about rock feels. At the very least, maybe you'll come out of this stream and be like, wow, that was the quality toilet. Based on such XYZ analysis of this toilet, I get it. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But I want you to come out with something concrete from these streams. So why should you become a member? Aside from the adorable emotes, why should you support this stream? Okay, so what does Zhuni have to offer is the first question. We have to ask the other question, you know, because when you ask one question, there's always like 1,000 other questions. So based on what we can do. Can members vote that rock you put? No, we're not putting any rocks into our mouths, Dry Bones. Rocks. Okay, you know what? We'll talk about it in the Discord. We'll talk about We will talk about rocks later. But what exactly do I have to offer? I have 9 months of streaming experience and streaming history at this point. And with that, we can divide the kind of content that I've created into a couple categories. 1, we have educational content. 2, this is basically my category as I don't see other VTubers doing this, but I'm doing it. And then 3, we have like traditional content, like Pikmin 4, and there's Slime Rancher there, but really it's just Pikmin 4. Hello, Javier. No, we are not putting concrete in my, what is wrong with you? I'm not putting concrete. That's not a solid rock. That is a man-made material. If I'm going to put rocks into my mouth, I need it to be the natural good stuff like salt. Salt is technically a rock, and you can put that in, just don't put too much salt because that leads to hypertension and generally bad outcomes with your health. So maybe not the salt rocks, but yes. So anyhow, the kind of content that I have to offer are education streams, unique streams, and traditional games. My name is Zhuni Excel Click Killers, all right? I have Excel in my name. I basically have to have a PowerPoint. I am faculty at academia. Basically, okay, you know, right? You can't have a Zhuni stream without some kind of PowerPoint. Also true, the bathroom stream should be on here. That's under education analysis streams. That's my bad. I was going through all my content, my live content, and I forgot to go through some of the other content. Finn, I've heard dinosaurs ate rocks to help with digestion. They do. And I've also heard that turtles sometimes eat rocks to do the same thing. Also, while we're here, hold on. I need to find one thing because I just want you to know that I'm not crazy. I need to find this article on stir-fried rocks, night market, China. Hold on. I'm showing you this. Okay. We'll use the South China Post because that is yeah. All right. Just so we're on the same page, as Zhuni does not just randomly suck rocks, we're not going to think into that statement. I'm not saying that ever again. I will show you the rock sucking content. Hold on 1 second. This is really important. Boom! Okay, show me suckable stir-fried rocks. Okay, suckable stir-fried rocks. Zhuni is not insane. Okay, this is an actual thing. Zhuni did not just make this stuff up. I swear I have valid reasons for whatever comes to my mouth. I usually read things. Okay, people stir-fried rocks. Those are stir-fried pebbles. Okay, I am not insane. That is a bell pepper. That is some. Also, thank you so much for gifting memberships, Jesse. It is greatly appreciated. This will definitely get me my interface money. But I'm slightly concerned. I'm a furry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Gifts broken. That is not popping up. I thought I double-checked that. I will double-check that again because that's supposed to work. Everything is supposed to work. But look, stir-fried rocks. Okay, that is a thing. And the premise of it is you eat the seasoning on the rocks rather than like trying to eat the rock. How did I find this? You know, it came up on my Google newsfeed one day, which I feel like is a separate problem in itself. That Google newsfeed was like, hey, I think this is really interesting to you. And maybe something's wrong with my Google algorithm. I'm gonna figure that out. You know, some people have, like, you know, on their Twitter feed, like, you know, they got some sus pictures. You know, I get some not sus things, but sus in a weird, different kind of way, like rocks. You know, yeah, the Google home feed, you know, like if you're on an Android device and you scroll all the way to the left, it pops up targeted rock eating. Well, this was like a summer thing. I don't know how well this would work in the winter. Yeah, you know, like, you know, technically we all eat kind of salt. Gifters, by the way, YouTube has a bug for gift memberships for at least the first few days. Oh. Google, I don't need you talking about rocks right now. This is a secret between you and me. This is my secret and your secret, Google. We're not going to talk about the rocks in any other way. So anyhow, Yes, education streams like toilets, like eating rocks. These are all things that we can talk about in a semi-non-judgmental place because for some reason, Zhuni has some weird interests, and we're gonna move on from these weird interests. Oh my God. Okay, so first off, education streams. Why do I do education streams, and why do I care about education? So college is expensive. College is really, really expensive. And we talked about college and the price of college in our first stream, but I still, like, it's really, education is a lifelong learning opportunity. Seems like the food is on the rocks. Okay, that was funny. I liked that. But the reason why I care about doing education streams and talking about education issues is because, like, if you leave, okay, there is a certain degree of training that goes into higher education work and education, but I think living life is about learning and finding things to learn about. So whether it's like you're playing a game and you find these really interesting things, learning is what keeps us alive and what makes us human, in my opinion. It's also what just brings me a lot of joy. And also, I think it's something that should be freely given to people. And so, like, yeah, I've done lots of training and book reading and stuff, but can you stop testing? There's no need to test that much. I don't know what the currency of COPs are, but also maybe we don't test. Maybe we just, just not. You can just, also thank you. Okay, so that pops up, but the memberships don't pop up. I don't know. I just work here. I will fix that. I am here, Professor Zhuni. Welcome. We are talking about class. Hopefully in the future, what I want to do is I want to have a 3D teaching stream of something. I don't know what, but don't keep testing, Ayla. I will fight you. Also, Ayla, great job today waking up before 9. Thank you, Ayla. We're finally gonna make money, I think. Oh gosh. But also, can we all just take a moment and say good job, Ayla? Ayla woke up before 9 a.m. Click killers, I will fight you. But can we also just say, good job, Ayla, for waking up before 9 a.m. and having a conversation with Zhuni? Click killers, I'll fight you. You no longer need to be member to gift membership. I'm gonna fight you, BB Dust. Okay, we're moving on. So education, you know what? I will fight all of you. Next slide. Next slide. Okay, so see, I do things like research summaries. So when you read articles, like sometimes when you're listening to the radio, like sometimes you'll hear articles like, this particular study said blah, blah, blah. And then like it says like, oh, millennials are blah, blah, blah. They're always referencing a particular journal article. I will shut you down somehow. So in these particular research articles, they're always referencing some kind of research journal. And most of the time, getting the journal access is really, really difficult. So that's why I talk about the journal articles. I read the journal articles, and I'll give you the journal articles if you need them. But if you're curious, please let me know. I'm planning on doing more research summaries. This is basically syllabus day part 2. Basically, we're starting the second semester at this point. All right, first semester was debut. Second semester is monetization. I don't know what's the third semester gonna be about. Third semester is probably gonna be like the 1-year anniversary. So make sure that you learn the content before birthday stream next year. Yeah, that will work. So anyhow, we also look at anime through an academic lens. Like we've done Spy Family. I swear I'm gonna get rid of these. Hello, SD, it's welcome back. Let's go PJ dinner. PJ dinners are the best. So this is my first day in class. Rollin, this is the third okay, fine. Third semester 3D. But Rollin, welcome to class. I'm Zhuni Excel. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself ever. Hello, I'm Zhuni Excel. I'm CodeX's in-house academic. I sing, I beatbox, I do education things, and I also get I yell at my screen as well. Some of the journals are inept. So-called Square prove that yes, some journals are actually, there's legitimately pay to win in academia. No joke, there are pay to win journals. And so you have to find like the journals that have actual like credibility to them. And when I say credibility, there's like how often people cite other journals. I can go into journal politics. It's a thing, like even when I'm submitting journal articles. But thank you so much for stopping by, Eli. I don't know why you all say I'm proud of you. You all helped make this happen. Like this is a communal thing. This is not a Zhuni sat here 2 times a week talking to the. No, you all showed up to the streams and made it happen. So no, I am proud of you all for being here and helping make this possible. Because literally could not do this without you. Literally, I can't. It's impossible. But yes, academia is very pay to win. I will not do that. Other things I have on the docket for shorts. One, is college in the United States actually worth it? Basically, the argument is if I became a plumber, I could probably make as much money as academia, if not more. There's plumbers who make like 6 figures. Oh my God, BB Dest, I will fight you. But the other thing is, yes, looking at anime through an academic lens and applying like sociological, social psychology to pop culture, like I'm watching all right, thank you so much. You are totally fine. You're an amazing person. I'll fight you. This is so much positivity. I'll fight all of you. I don't like the positivity. It makes me insecure and it makes me nervous. Oh, you all are too nice. I'll fight all of you. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna deflect all of these things because I don't know how to take compliments. And data analysis. So yes, data analysis is important to me because it helps me figure out and like put together broad trends. And so, yeah, I talk about it here. We also do things like this crazy flowchart, which, don't worry, I will update the flowchart. I picked up Slime Rancher 2, and I am very ready to make sure that we have Slime Rancher 2 content. I'm going to organize my Slime Rancher 2 branch in the spreadsheet beforehand, so then we can look at everything together. I'm going to optimize the crap out of Slime Rancher 2. I'm going to fight all of you. This is too much positivity. Judy will actually just implode. Like, I will implode, and I will never come back. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with all the kindness, because next slide. Oh, deep breaths, Zhuni. I have unique content that is different from other VTubers. I'm not like your other VTuber girls, because I'm a boy. So, I don't know which other VTubers have actually biked 75 miles on stream. Okay, I truly don't know anyone else who has done that. Literally, you can, okay, I'm not gonna fight BB Dest, but you can quote me on that. I may be the one and only VTuber within recent times to bike 75 miles on stream, okay? So no, okay, you know what, Kiwi Song, you're right. That's how it works. I'm just gonna give you money. So like I don't know who else has done it with ducks as well. We had 75 miles of biking with ducks, right? I've also gotten a lot of mileage out of those ducks. But yes, I think I'm the only person to have done that. Also, I think I've done more travel recaps than other like VTubers. Like, yeah, VTubers do recaps, etc. But I've been to Iceland, I've been to Central Europe, I've been to Australia, and I'll be going to France in January. Yes, I'll be going to France. Also, with all of these countries, I have talked about their toilets and toilet culture. I have potentially brought back rocks. I have brought back other things, and I have made the parts of the stream that are incredibly important, like Jeffrey. And Jeffrey too, that's not labeled rock. I'm not like, yes, exactly, because I'm a VTuber boy. So with that, I will be applying for like affiliate. Have you been to, I have not been to Latin America yet. I need to go to Latin America, like truly, because I need to eat good food there. I also have to visit one of my colleagues. I mean, the colleague is now here in the United States, but she's from a South American country. So, I would like to go and visit that country. I'm not going to say which country, but I would visit it at some point because I'm really curious about like some of her life and experiences. And like when you travel to where people are from, I feel like it speaks a lot to like who they are. BB Dust, if you keep giving, I will fight you. Okay, no, maybe not fight you, but I will potentially get hit by you because it wouldn't be much of a fight. But yes, toilet tuber, travel tuber, and exercise tuber. People have done like Ring Fit on stream, but you know, Ring Fit versus cycling 75 miles. I'm actually considering trying to do some races on stream. So in the game that I play, Zwift, you can actually go through and race against other people. And so I'm very, very curious about if I want to get into racing. It's basically just going to be Mario Kart except pain. So no, it's actually exactly like Mario Kart. Mario Kart is pain. So it's Mario Kart with physical pain, not just mental pain, because I have to bike faster and get good. So yes, I'm the only VTuber who has talked about their travel journeys in depth about the culture, food, and I'm glad. I'm really glad. I hope you enjoy them. Like when I travel, it's like, yes, it is fun, but I do hope you all get stuff out of it and not just me traveling. On-stream races seem so cool. Yes, they do. I'm really excited to give it a try. I will do some races on my own. I have to first get ranked. So apparently there's E, D, C, B, and A. The professional cyclists are in the A rank. One of my friends who cycles is like high C rank, but for him to get into high C rank, he's biked a ton. So I think the biking streams, like I'm gonna be the equivalent of like Iron in Valorant. I'm gonna be low tier, and if I'm doing competitive biking, it's gonna get real quiet real fast. Like it's not even gonna be like, you know, Zhuni's communicating like, you know, we're bot lane, etc. No, this is like Zhuni just I'm dying. So I'm going to give the 75-mile bike ride a try. I'm gonna see how it goes. The culture, but it's concerning the lack of context is, oh yeah. So yeah, one day if we ever make it big enough where I can buy like a GoPro, I would like to just strap a GoPro to me, slap on my data plan and just start going places. So you actually can see like what it's like. And the other plan is if it's not like I just want a GoPro so I can record everything so I don't lose content in that way. So, but also I want to say that traveling to these places is very much a privilege. Thank you again, BB Dust. But traveling is very much a privilege, and I was listening to the radio this weekend, and they were speaking about like particularly how when tourists go to places, they feel entitled to the experience, and as much as even the tourists who don't feel entitled but want to experience it authentically will never be able to do so, because simply by inserting yourself in that space and having that title and context as a tourist, you do change everything. And so I want to say, like, as a tourist, it's important to be able to understand that context, but also it is doable. Like everyone should ideally have the right to travel, because like the borders that have been created are based on like countries, borders, etc. We're not going to go into that right now. And the power that passports have is real. So all that to say, I'm going to be working on trying to get you all like better deals for your flights. There's a company that I always look to, Going, and I've gotten some cheap flights through Going. I know I traveled like in my master's program. I traveled to Japan for like $600, which is super cheap. Like it was very bare bones traveling, but it was still cheap. The trip that I'm going to Paris on is also fairly cheap. It's like $600, $500 just to go to Paris. Also, Disneyland Paris is much cheaper than Disneyland California. And if it's going to cost me $500 to fly to California and then pay an extra $200 to go to Disneyland California, then why don't I just go to Disneyland Paris for the same price and go to Paris? Your coworker was A rank, I think, or oh my God, your coworker's cracked. That's a lot of cycling. But anyhow, I have unique content, and because of that unique content, I feel like it's another reason to support the channel, and I want to continue giving you all these I want to continue giving these experiences. I will say the traveling is definitely out of my own pocket. So definitely like out of my own pocket, I do those things. None of the travel stream content goes to them. Also, hello, Rabbit Sensei, and welcome on in. I do those things out of pocket. Like, that's my own interests, and just bringing and sharing those experiences, it's just like something I enjoy doing. It also helps me organize all my thoughts afterwards. Would you ever like to do a stream where it's just us versus you? Yes, that is a membership stream kind of thing. The reason it'd be a membership stream is because I am not a pro Tetris player. Let me get that established right now. I am probably better than the average Tetris player, but I am not a pro Tetris player. So when I do open queues in here doing Tetris streams, the queues get real packed full of people who are super sweaty Tetrio players. And my purposes are like, I want people to be able to T-spin and to T-spin on their friends. That's very simple. Just T-spin on your friends. But it takes time and practice. And so I want people to learn those skills because it's fun. Like, it's fun to play against people who have a similar skill to you and like a similar rank. It's no fun to just kick people's butts who like aren't as good as you. It's no fun. The fun is like teaching people and helping them get better so then we can both play together. Yeah. Also, no worry. Oh, blah 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 blah. Thank you so much, Rabbit Sensei. I am like one standard deviation above the norm. Tetrio streams will come back at some point. I do need to plan more of them. But speaking of that, we will get into, I also have traditional content that I've done before. So I do have games to play, and I have done music streams. Okay, maybe like, you know, okay, maybe my music streams aren't the most typical, but like I beatbox, I piano, I do vocals. I make most of the stuff on my own. Games, I've also played games like Pikmin and Pikmin and Pikmin. I also need to get Pikmin 1, 2, and 2. I think we should play through 3 again. And then we also do collabs with fun people like Ayla, but also we do have other collabs in the future. So like, in addition to some of the educational and other unique content, I do traditional things. You know, like if you want that traditional VTuber experience, I got you, I think, for the most part. Yeah. So what about teabagging on your friends? Okay, the equivalent of like teabagging in Tetrio is basically when you're doing your T-spin and you're trying to lock in, you just keep spinning the T-spin. And then you just wait back and forth and kill time. And then you're just like, get wrecked, nerd. That's how I feel. Like, that's the disrespectful, that's the BM in Tetrio for me. Or like, you know, you're about to die. Okay, this one's actually kind of strategic, but like the other person's about to die and you're just waiting for them to send a bunch of lines, and then you get rid of a bunch of Tetrises and you clear a combo. I feel like that's also kind of disrespectful because you're just waiting for them to die, waiting on my suffering. Like, are you gonna kill me or am I gonna kill me? Which is worse, to kill yourself in a game of Tetris or for someone else to kill you? It's bad either way. There's no good part in it. So anyhow, Zhuni also has very traditional VTuber content that most people will enjoy. Now, the question is, have I been accountable to those things? So I have this slide here that says, live, laugh, stick to your goddamn commitments. Did I do what I said I would? And now, I just want to say, this may be just a pet peeve of mine. I'd like to stick to my goddamn commitments. And, you know, when people don't live, laugh, and stick to their goddamn commitments, it's a little irksome. So, that's why I think accountability is important. Did I live, laugh, stick to my goddamn commitments? Here is a list of games that I have. Here are the things that we've done so far. We have done City Skylines. Check. We have done Pomo Farm. Check. Did I spell commitments wrong? Just ignore that. We're just gonna it's not there. Look, I was busy today and we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. And we're going back now. Okay. So, with it says commitments. You get the big picture. We've done most of these games. We've done, okay, not most of them. We've gotten through City Skylines. We've gotten through Pomo Farm. We've done Tears of the Kingdom. We've done Pikmin 4. We've done Mario Kart. We tried Skyward Sword. Okay, we tried Skyward Sword. I really did my best with Skyward Sword, and Skyward Sword was just is not happening. I also need to make this smaller so you all can actually see the screen. Okay, there we go. Did I actually do Skyward Sword? We had one Skyward Sword stream. I got mad at the Kikwees and I said no, we're done. I also got mad at a lot of other things. Okay. Other things here, Horizon Dawn, we just started that. Okay, I just started that. We're doing good. I have no other RPGs. Monster Hunter, I said I've been talking about from the beginning, and I have yet to do that. Simulators, Rubber Duck Simulator, we got it. We also did not do any of these games. So, okay, look, I have 9 months of streaming with two streams a week. I think given the time span that I stream and the selectivity I'm trying to finish games, I have made good on my efforts to get through the assignment lists. What did you think of Deltarune Chapter 2? So there's a reason why most of these are on the list. Some of these games are games that I love and want to play, but at the same time, I haven't played them. So Deltarune Chapter 2, has not happened. I also really want to do a genocide run in not an Undertale. Yeah. Oh, Monster Hunter Rise's collab quest about to expire. Oh, I didn't know that. I have many people to carry. There are people that I'd like to carry through Monster Hunter. So at some point I just need to schedule those. But at this point in Monster Hunter, I'm doing a lot of fashion hunting. So yeah, I basically just here to help in whatever way. Insect Glaive, go boom. Yes, but the other games I'm looking at, so with like Nintendo still kind of like on the do we stream it, do we not stream it, I'm probably going to be doing a lot more RPGs and stuff, and other Steam games. So if you haven't played Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartender, that's a lot of time that I want to do. A lot of these are time, they really are, like City Skylines, actually Civilization 6, I need to just schedule, okay, look, if I ever do a 12-hour stream on a weekend, it's going to be just Civilization. We're going to sit here from the start to beginning, and I have a plan, okay? With Civilization, we're going to be Mansa Musa. And with Mansa Musa, we're going to go for a religious victory. And our religious victory, our religion is going to be anime waifus. And with that anime waifu, we're going to aim for a religious victory. We're going to spread the gospel of anime waifus across the world. The world will know an anime waifu. Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll just do VTubers. Maybe not anime waifus, because anime waifus gets like there's like a lot of discussion. Look, Civilization is a long game, okay? Like there's a lot of things. Okay, you know what? Fine, maybe 12 hours. The first 4 hours will just be study stream because I got crap to do. I want to graduate. Also, Sylvia, have a wonderful time at dinner. So, Civilization is still very much on the list. That's like, I don't know, like birthday stream. Okay, look, birthday stream was like 4 months, but I'm still trying to think of ideas like right now because that's a lot. That's a lot of things to plan. Like, what am I going to do for my birthday? Am I going to do like a 12-hour stream? We're not doing a dono-thon. Absolutely not. Because, nah. Because I have seen dono-thon, uncapped dono-thons sound painful. And I'm not about to do that. I need to sleep. And like, even if I leave the stream on, it's like, but I could also just turn the stream on tomorrow. So anyhow, Sid Meier's Civilization 6 is very much a 12-hour game. And I do want to play these other games like Satisfactory still, Overcrowd. But I've also just been really scared to give them a shot because it's like, oh, are you going to find them entertaining? Like these are Zhuni kind of games. No 48-hour endurance stream. That 48 hours is going to be 8 hours. Actually, okay, look, this is how the 48 hours are going to go. If I do a 48-hour stream, it's going to be Zhuni wakes up at 7 a.m. Zhuni makes breakfast. And I would also need like a cam on my face so you can see breakfast. And then I would be like, oh, after breakfast, time to stream. You know what we're going to stream? Studying. I'm going to read a book, and I'm not going to read it out loud because I don't want to get DMCA'd. We're going to study and work. We're going to do 5 Pomodoro sessions, 50 minutes, 10-minute break, 50-minute, 10-minute break, lunch at 12 o'clock to 1, and then we're going to talk about lunch. And you won't be voting on my lunch because I will have lunch prepped because I meal prep. And I like to have my food prepared. So not even fun. It's like, boo, Zhuni doesn't have any content. So then after lunch at 1 o'clock, we will then go back to work for another 2 hours. We're gonna do another 50-minute Pomodoro session, 10-minute chatting, 50 minutes of working, 10 minutes of chatting. And then what? Wow, that is my 4 hours of mandated working. You know what we're gonna do after that? Another 2 hours of working because I have to write. So then we're gonna do another 50-minute session, 10-minute break, 50-minute session, 10-minute break. And you know what time it is? At that point, I think it's like 4 o'clock. So then, no, that'll be 5 o'clock. Then what we're gonna do? We're gonna do dinner because Zhuni has a goddamn regulated schedule. We're gonna eat dinner at 5 p.m. and then 6 p.m. What we're gonna do is we're finally gonna play a game. But with that, basically, we have gone through a whole work day and Zhuni has still not done any games. It's gonna be the worst 48-hour donathon that anyone has ever asked for. And you know, that's why I'm not going to do one, because it's not gonna be fun. It's going to be me forcing you all to work. It's basically going to be welcome to academic study hall. Yes. Zhuni and some tarot games? No. Terraria? I have Terraria. Also, Kart Rider Drift is on here. Kart Rider Drift, for folks who are not aware, is Korean Mario Kart. And oh my god, is it sweaty. It is such a sweaty game. When I was younger, I played it like when it was in beta in the United States, and I was waiting for it to come back. And now that it's back, I just cannot commit the time to getting as good. I have to get good. Zhuni inviting us to dinner. Look, if we do a long stream like that, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna invite you to dinner. What about playing the worst game? You know, we could talk about that. It's like dinner with your professor. What about the worst games on stream? Worst games on stream. Okay, I want to play Hans. I think it was Luca playing it. Hans. What's the game with the hammer and like climbing up the mountain? Something about getting up. I want to play those games. I don't know if I could do like a 12-hour stream of that. Like, Suika makes me angry. That game would make me more angry. So, would I play it? Yeah. I think the anger-inducing games are kind of my jam. Getting over it. Thank you. I feel like those games, they get me. Like, they itch the persistence of like, I am stupidly persistent and I'm going to make this work. Like Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring is one of those games too. So, yeah, I would like to try it at the very least. Like, I feel like every VTuber needs to have it. Celeste is on here. Hollow Knight is also on here. 11 hours and 59 stream on it. No. I think I would probably die of a heart attack because my blood pressure would be so high from stress. Legitimately, like maybe I'd also just enter a space of zen. Like, I understand that there are things out of my control, like my skill issue and just being bad. And there are only times when I just got to accept I'm bad. I am bad. I'm not going to get better, and that's okay. I clearly, when I was created in this world, my skill was capped at like level 2, and we're just never gonna get better, nope, ever. So, yes, Hollow Knight is on here, Celeste is on here. Yeah, I've made it through a handful of these games, but to get through all of them, we're gonna need a lot more time. Also, no one's interested in Euro Truck Simulator. Does anyone not just want to sit and drive a truck? I feel like sitting and driving a truck would be a very nice experience from like my daily, you know, I'm here chilling and working, and you know, maybe I just need a break. Maybe I don't want to write anymore. Maybe I just want to drive a truck. You know, I've been considering, what if I just dropped out of a PhD program? Like, I could work for FedEx. I could work for UPS. You know, those seem like fine institutions. Yeah. You got level 99 and all the other skills. Did I get level 99 though? Did I? I got jack of all trades. There's a suggestion thread. Yes, there is a suggestion thread. Please drop them in the Discord. Yeah. While live looping while truck driving would be fun, that's dangerous. If you're gonna drive a truck, you gotta focus on driving a truck. Chair simulator, when you sit, whoa. I would actually though. I saw hand simulator. Okay, this is a short game, but I got Roombo because I have a vacuum, a robotic vacuum, and I would like to see the robotic vacuum cause mayhem. The game only takes like an hour and a half to finish, so I'm trying to find a good time to play that game. Also, hello, Kimberly. So anyhow, have I followed through on my commitments? For the most part, yes. I have done and followed through what I said I would do. I've also done the music streams. I've done the analysis streams. I have very much stuck to what I said I would do. And because of that, I believe is another reason to put money towards this stream. Also, if you have not noticed already, we have emotes. We have note-taking Zhuni. We have error Zhuni. If there's something really complicated and you have no idea what's going on, error Zhuni, because this is Zhuni 99% of the time when he's working on work. I have no idea what's going on. Also, Zhuni Uwu? Yes, you know what? We're never gonna say that again. We're not doing that. This is Junuwu. Junuwu is a thing. And then of course, Zhuni Wave. Because Zhuni Wave is good times. Say hello, say goodbye. So also these were all made during debut when I thought I was gonna be on Twitch, but I'm not on Twitch. By Hail the Heartstrings, I have been waiting basically, I've basically been waiting a year to get these out. Basically a year. So please do support Haewon. She's absolutely amazing. She makes some great content as well. Okay, not like, okay, I follow Haewon's content. Not all of it, but Haewon is good people. She is a craftsperson in her field, and to be able to do ASMR, like cuddle streams well, I respect it. That is an art that I will never engage in. I also don't listen to it because it makes me feel weird. And that's not any hate against people who use that content or like that content. It's just not my content. Like, I have it in my headphones. I've tried. Okay, I've been very curious as to the appeal of the content. So like I've listened to some of it and I'm just like, I feel uncomfortable. This is too much affection. And then I put it down and I just never go back. So anyhow, also thank you so much, Chance, and welcome on in. Yes, but Haewon did make the emote. She's a wonderful artist, a wonderful person in general, and incredibly generous with her time. I believe she's on hiatus right now, but if you haven't done so, please do give her a follow. She has really, really great content. She's just a very, very fun person in general. So yes, thank you so much, Rhombus. Yeah, I asked Haewon a long time ago, so it's been quite some time. So if anything, if you don't care about the education streams, the unique content, the traditional content, you're like, I don't even know why I'm supporting Zhuni, at the very least, you have these emotes. And so in the future, we'll also be doing member Tetrio. We will try to schedule some member study streams to force you all to work. We'll also try some other membership stuff that will usually get DMCA'd. But, you know, I don't want to get DMCA'd. I was actually going through all my copyright stuff, and oh my god, my intro that I make for normal circumstances is so so copyrighted, but I wrote it. So like every time I'm going through my videos, it says copyright, and it says 022 to 156. I'm just like, that is my introduction that I wrote. Why is it being copy stricken on every single almost goddamn video? So anyhow, yes, I'm working on that. I also know what songs get copywritten and copy struck. And so today, basically, if I do a bad enough job on my songs, then I can't get copywritten. So, like I won't get a warning. So I actually take it as a compliment. A couple streams, I'm like, oh, this is valid. For example, like on one of the streams, I played the Yowamushi Pedal song, and I got copyrighted for it, and I was like, oh my god, I'm flattered I got copyright struck. I was a little bit upset, don't get me wrong, but also incredibly flattered that they recognized the melody when I played it on piano. I was like, oh my god, I played it well enough that they copyright struck me. That's amazing. Yes, I will get the study streams up for members. The reason is, for me, study streams, okay, I take my studying very seriously. So like even with Ayla, sometimes I will just not hop into chat. And I'm like, I need to read or I need to really process this information. I cannot do anything. So if we're gonna study, it needs to be dead silent. Like sure, she can click and stuff, but like I'll just like deafen and pretend I don't exist. And that's why if I do a study stream, like it's gonna actually be we're getting work done. I'm not going to look at chat. If there are raids, like it is what it is. But I'm studying and I need to get writing in. And so that's why I'm going to save those for membership streams, because I have facilitated like study sessions before. Like I do it all the time. It's not all the time, but like it's a thing that I do. So anyhow, yeah, that's why study streams will be for members only. It's like a smaller amount of people. It's much more manageable. I can also set the timer. I can get the ducks out. It'll be a fun time. So hopefully we can do that. We will do those things. So at some point, maybe I'll schedule like a short 2-hour one, or like a 3-hour one during like one of my work days when I'm actually working. I just got to figure out like a good flow for it. So yeah, that I think is the end of the slides. We're just gonna sit here and stare at Zhuni error though. Like this one's my favorite. He's so cute. Like I cannot. He's just adorable. Okay. Sorry, focusing. But I do have other stuff planned. Now the thing is, I just need to play really, really poorly and I won't get copywritten and I won't be struck down, hopefully. But I am using my RC505, my looper today, instead of my normal audio interface because it's dying. It is actually dead. When I tried to recycle it back to Focusrite. Okay, also if you're not aware, Focusrite has a recycling program where if you have an old Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, etc., you can recycle it and they'll give you 25% off. And so I was like, this is a great opportunity for me to recycle my old audio equipment because it's dying. And so I put in everything and I put my serial number in. They got back to me a couple days later and they wrote, thank you so much for recycling for trading in your old Scarlett 2i2. Unfortunately, it is way past the date of being savable and you can just give it to a Best Buy to recycle. But here's your coupon. And I was like, oh, that's fine. You really are trash. You are old trash that needs to go. And I didn't realize that you're that old. Also, if I put it into perspective, I use my interface every single day. So that thing gets a lot of use. So anyhow, we're gonna say goodbye to my old Focusrite 2i2, second generation, whenever it comes in. And I got the new one for the newest generation. So hopefully this will last a bit longer. But we're gonna say goodbye and we're gonna thank it for its time, and then we're gonna kindly deliver it to the audio interface heaven in the sky at Best Buy, where it's gonna get recycled for scrap parts. But it did good while it lasted. So anyhow, I went on this tangent because I'm using my RC505 as my interface today, which means that I can use a bunch of my Ableton sounds. And yeah, I was actually trying to upgrade my audio interface, but an upgraded audio interface at this point is going to be a very significant step. Oh, the last thing, money. How does Zhuni spend the money that he gets? Okay, basically the answer for how I spend the money I get is very, very simple. It either goes to audio equipment or it goes to games. Audio equipment and games. Oh, I'm sorry, audio equipment, games, and art. That's where it goes generally. One of the purchases that we made with monies is, hold on one second. Hold on. One of the purchases was this. Oh God, you can't see me. Oh God, hold on. Hello. So yes, this is one of the purchases. This is by Rhea. So yes, we have Scuff Zhuni. This is one of the purchases that came out of whatever funding we had, donations before we got super chats and stuff. So yes, Scuff Zhuni, yeah, Scuff Zhuni is great. Scuff Zhuni is also cute. So we have Scuff Zhuni. Let me get default Zhuni back because default Zhuni. No, Scuff Zhuni's gone. No more Scuff Zhuni. So Scuff Zhuni is there. And we also, I put money towards audio interface, games, but I would like to actually start to commission some art. Like, while yes, Ayla does art, Ayla has other things to do with her life. And so, yeah, we're gonna let Ayla do other things with her life because Ayla's a very busy person. So like at some point I'd like to get other art commissioned so we can do cool things. But I also have to find, so while I can make covers, the problem is after I make covers, what do I do? So, I do have things, made, but I'm working on mixing stuff still. So basically this year, one of my goals was to get better at audio mixing. Let me also go to a different slide. Sorry. Yeah, we'll start here. So basically, like, basically this year in trying to figure out how to do audio mixing, basically this year was learn about what's out there. So I found out that you really got to pick up plugins. And I've also learned this year that, holy God, audio equipment is really expensive, and the people who tune and mix, they get, yeah, that's why they charge that much. Tuning and mixing is hard, but I also really enjoy the timing and tuning process. I hate mixing with a goddamn passion, but I do need to get better at it in general. So like while Ayla can do art, hopefully I can contribute by doing like mixes and stuff. And I have timed and tuned some of Ayla's, tuned some of Ayla's stuff before. And so I'm really hoping to continue growing in that area as like audio mixing, etc. So that is something that I work on. And yeah, that is how mostly the money actually all of it has gone to audio mixing. But on the plus side, that means I have to do more audio mixing stuff. So if in the case that monetization did not go through today, I was actually planning on doing like a holiday Christmas music production stream because we all love our holiday music. But luckily things came through in time. And so I need like 2 minutes to get things set up because there's a lot. So give me like 5 minutes to get audio stuff set up. Actually, before I end, does anybody have any questions, comments, complaints, arguments, or otherwise? Because I forgot to do the marshmallows because some people submitted questions. Actually, they weren't really questions. They were more comments, and you all are too nice. So I'm sorry. Here is one of the mallows. My bad. Excuse me. Let me get this set up. I can just share the screen. What is your question, SD? How may I attempt to answer your question? Also, this is one of the questions that we got. Hi, Zhuni, you're smart. You're super smart and super capable. I'm so proud of your continuous hard work and progression. A musician, an academic, a VTuber, and a super amazing person. Do you have any exciting plans for the future? However difficult, impossible doesn't exist. Really what I would like to do is, what do I want to do? what do I want to do? My exciting plans for the future? Ayla and I have things cooking. I think that's all I can say. Ayla and I are working on a lot of projects. That's one of the things I'm really looking forward to. Finishing up finishing up these projects. And when Ayla and I finish up these goddamn projects, I will be mildly unstoppable. Okay, I will be kind of unstoppable. Okay, I will be stoppable. There are forces that will stop me, but I will have opportunities. So Ayla and I are working on stuff. We just need time. Ayla and I talked about it today. We are cooking, but we're not like an instant pot. We're kind of like a slow cooker. Because, you know, sometimes you just need to let the meat marinate for a long time. And then we just got to let it slow cook so it's real tender. Yeah, tender. But after that, just you wait. Just you wait. I also do want to release more covers. I really do want to get better at Japanese and Chinese. Like, that is one of the goals. And I realized this year, I did a lot of shorts. But I never actually finished a song, which is kind of a problem. Like, oh wow, Zhuni has a bunch of half-learned songs. Actually, not even half-learned. Zhuni has a bunch of songs that are like partially learned, and I just gotta finish them. So next year, welcome on in, Terry. We're glad to have you. Where did the sound come from? I will fight the sound. But yes, I am hopefully. My goal next year is to take all those shorts that I did and try to make full, complete songs. They are not popular songs, but I want to show people that there's still stuff there and like I'm working on things. So while I may not be covering popular songs right now, I am still covering things. And at the very least, like, you can get a taste of what I do. So basically all the shorts that I have at some point will be turned into actual things. So that is, I guess, one of the plans for the future. Do more singing, actually finish my songs. I will let them cook. I want a goddamn slow cooker. I'm tired of slow cooking. I want actual cooking. I want instant pot speed. Okay. There was also one more question here. 1 second. This last question. If no one else has any other questions, use this question to answer a question you wanted to be asked during this AMA. Okay, the question that I wanted people to ask. How is Zhuni? You know, oh no, you all do ask that pretty regularly. Okay, ignoring that. What is one question that I wanted people to ask me? Oh, Zhuni's like 5'10", 5'11". What's one question that people wanted to ask Zhuni? Like, what would I want to be asked? Like, part of me is like, oh, maybe I want to like a really like a epistemological question or like an ontological question about the basis of like where Zhuni and how Zhuni creates knowledge, you know? But that's also like, ugh, I do that on my day job. So like, you know, what other kinds of questions? Like, who is Zhuni's favorite plushie? You know, Zhuni has plushies. I plush, kind of. Yeah, I plush. I have plushies. You know, I don't know. I never thought about this question. This is a really hard question. Like, what question would you want to be asked? I don't quite know. Maybe the question I would question is, what kind of question isn't a question captures the essence of Zhuni well? That, I think, would be the question that Zhuni would like to ask. How big is my ego? My ego's tiny, Glint. Like, I am so insecure. I am dripping in insecurity. Oh man, I have a tiny ego, tiniest ego possible. Okay, in my opinion, I think I have a pretty tiny ego and a pretty tiny self-value of self-confidence. Jeffrey isn't a plushie. Jeffrey is a rubber squeaky toy. So Jeffrey is a different category of plush. When I think plush, I mean like soft, squishable. Like Jeffrey is squishable, but Jeffrey is rubber and squeaks. Oh my god, I can sample this. Hold on, sorry. Hold on. Oh! I screwed up. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you know what? Change of plans. Let me start with this beat. Oh god. Let me turn this down more. Oh my god. Jeffrey is like the best instrument I could have asked for. Hold on. Jeffrey can go. Okay, so if I play the Jeffrey correctly, we have that pitch, and then Jeffrey also inhales. Oh. How do I get the inhale sound from Jeffrey? How do I play a Jeffrey? Can't get the Jeffrey right. I've got to practice my Jeffrey craft, because Jeffrey can make a couple noises. He has that the default squeak. He has some of like the weird sounds that go in and out of the Jeffrey, and then he has the inhale sound, which is the pitch up. So if I can play the Jeffrey correctly one day, I should just sample the Jeffrey. I will sample the Jeffrey. It will make Jeffrey work. But okay, yes. So Jeffrey, in short, is not considered a plushie. Jeffrey is technically rubber, but recently one of my friends sent me. Jeffrey cuts through the mix though. Jeffrey does. So I think one of my favorite plushies at this current time. This plushie has sentimental value more so, but one of my friends picked up a Kirby plushie for me, and the Kirby plushie is a doctor. It is Dr. Kirby, and my friend said that I hope Dr. Kirby inspires you to continue finishing your program. And so Dr. Kirby sits on my desk and watches over me and makes sure that I study. But this is also like medical doctor. Like, yeah, we're not a medical doctor. Medical doctors are a whole different level of doctor. They're wild. They have so much information and so much stress. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, a PhD is still hard and like it's painful, but medical doctor life, oh God. I could not imagine that. I don't actually ever wanted to imagine that life. I'm sure like younger Zhuni wanted that life. I'm glad younger Zhuni didn't get that life. Also, thank you so much, Miles, and welcome on in. We're just finishing the Q&A portion of the shareholders meeting. So if anyone has any questions they would like to ask at this current time in investments, related things, please do ask them now. If not, you can always send them to me via Twitter, or you can ask them on Discord. But yes, that is, I believe, all of our slides for this meeting, and also all the questions that have been asked. If not, we will move on to the next portion of the shareholder meeting, which is a test demo of the product. Yes. So, but with that, I do need like 5 seconds to prep, because there is a lot going on and I need to make sure things are shut down so computer doesn't on me. So, un momento. We're gonna go back to the intro screen. So Ableton is being a butt. So I need to reload it again, but clearly the MIDI works. So yeah, I don't know why. The issue happened a couple times. I purposely upgraded so I wouldn't deal with this kind of stuff. But I'm gonna warm up. We're gonna just, I'm just gonna go through these 2-5-1s. And then we'll do all the diminished chords. Ho! Ho! Why isn't this thing working? Also, Esty, no one should feel financially pressured to be a part of the community. Like to have access to these things. You are already a part of the community by being here and being present. Like aside from all those things, do what works for you and what can support yourself. But also, there we go. I wanted my guitar. And then now I have. So basically, the benefits to using my RC505 is that I don't have to think of any real complicated ways to get things to work. Yeah. And then also, I can make really pretty sounds now. Like, sorry, let me get the piano out, back up. So, yeah, we finally have these things working for us. I also brought some other keys along with me because I can. Oh, not that one, not that one. Let me go back to track view, rhythm. And then I also now have a brass key. I found a free brass kit, so. Oh, sorry, let me turn this down. Yeah, so basically this year I've been trying to find my sound is in terms of like, what's like my best writing composition work? Like, what does my style fit best to? And while I do like big band grooves, I think just being classically trained as a pianist and with being trained on, orchestral music, I just got stuck with it. Glenn, what are you looking for in your guitar sounds? I'm not much of a guitarist, so I don't know. But I've also found like some other fun kits to work with. So like I found like a lo-fi vibey, hold on. Let me get the example out. Dum bum baga daga daga bum not recording that. Okay, there we go. We can do those things now. I didn't get the brass in there like I wanted to. But anyways, I was gonna go through one song because I had a couple of songs on set. This was for later. Let me get back into the set. Let me get the actual just piano working, and then we can do this. Oh, not that one, not that one. You all, I don't know if you remember, during debut, a couple songs that I sang. I was going through my shorts again to be like, oh, what should I sing? And I realized, so before I was like mixing and tuning my stuff, I did a short of, I love you, baby. And I was listening to it and I was like, I didn't do any tuning to that. That was really good. And so I figured I should probably learn the rest of it. And so I was like, oh, I could like add some crap to it and make it cool or like loop on top of it. But I figured, you know, we'll just stick to what we do. Let me turn on the right mic so I get a better sound. Sorry, there we go. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to... How does this song go? I'm sorry, I dropped the lyrics. I literally just dropped the lyrics. I love you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. What? That does not start like that. That song, Frankie Valli. Hold on, I had Frankie. I just dropped the lyrics. I'm sorry, Frankie Valli. Can't take my eyes off of you lyrics. There it is. Sorry. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you makes me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel the way I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. me love you, and let me love you. Just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm my lonely nights. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I've found you, stay and let me love you, and let me love you. Baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm my lonely nights. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I've found you, stay and let me love you, and let me love you. I need to get water. also welcome on in, Malkier. It's great to have you. Thank you so much. It has been a wonderful, fun journey, and I'm glad we finally made it. I am definitely getting copywritten for this one. Oh boy. God, freaking god dang snow halation is constantly stuck in my head. You know, let me get a loop going of it. Let me record it really fast. Da 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 na 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 na. 1, 2. Actually, let me do it slower. Ba ba na na. Bum bum ba na na. There we go. We have it on background now. Ooh, let me loop it. Okay, there we go. That's some good back music for that. So I've been listening to a lot of snow halation, because at this point, like when I write my music, I'm trying to get it to like better match up to the exact sound that is being put out by in the original. So I've been spending so much time listening to snow halation and just trying to get all the instruments exactly right. And it has been such a journey doing that. Like this is the first time where I've tried to get something like close to the original. Usually when I'm trying to make my shorts, I totally recognize that I am not going to be able to write the sounds that they have because I'm too impatient to figure out all the sounds that I have. And so instead of doing that, I just write my own thing. But I feel like if I'm gonna start writing my own arrangements and like trying to get it better, then I need to start getting the sounds more exact. And so with that, like, I've been listening to so much snow halation and like getting the clean, like the original, what's the kit that they use? It's I use the generic one, the beat, like that thing going. So yeah, and I also think I need to. I told Ayla in earnest, I will learn snow halation. I will learn to dance for snow halation. And we'll see if that happens. Maybe not this year, but like even this one. Yeah, so I've been trying to get the sounds closer to being correct, and like I think this bass, the bass is like the bass that I used. The oopsies, let me turn off the So yeah, I told Ayla I'd do that. Once I get some of these other quote-unquote shitty drafts in, we will work on the snow halation. Because, you know, in my workouts, I can't just do like an hour of biking. I should probably learn snow halation. So we'll see. We'll see. But I've been listening to so much goddamn snow halation. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, I am ready to punch snow halation in the face. But also, it is so good. Like, I understand the memes because the chord progression for snow halation is so easy. Like, that's the wrong pause. Like, the chord progression for snow halation. You start with your A. Oh, sorry, the piano's off. You have your 1 chord, your 3 chord, 4, 5, half step up, 6, 5, 4, 5, 5. And so like this is the 1, 4, 5. So like all the mashups on top of it make sense. Like I was even trying to do like San Tokun da na 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 da. Like it's like such a generic chord progression. It works for most things. Like, hold on. What else can I add on top of this? Like, I could rap on top here. Because as of now, I only have the Hamilton rap. Hold on. 1, 2. I was a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean, providence and poverty and squalor. Grew up to be a hero and a scholar. The $10 founding father, without a father, got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter by 14. They place him in charge of, like, just give me, okay, let's see what other raps that we can pop on top of this. What Eminem? Let's do four. What is it? Eminem. Lose yourself lyric. Oh God. 1, 2, 3. Sweaty arms, these weak arms are heavy. There's vomit on his shirt already. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forget this. Okay, that one doesn't work out as well. That one doesn't work out well. A whorephone? Wait, what's a whorephone? Okay, hold on, let me play this again. But anyhow, like, the song works well with most things, and I was like, God dang, I need to understand the song better. Like, there's just so much to take apart with the simplicity. The problem is the simplicity of Snow Halation, because it's so goddamn simple. You can put so many things on top. It's beautiful. It's truly a beautiful thing. It's just like, wow. A whorephone. I said that. Okay, maybe I just didn't enunciate clearly. My apologies. This reminds me of when I found out about the Snow Halation replay mashup. Yeah, after this, I asked Ayla, like, so what's like the big appeal with Snow Halation? I don't understand. And then Ayla was like, yeah, it's just like mashed up with a bunch of stuff, and you should look up some more of the memes. So I went on a hunt to better understand Snow Halation, and I did it, and I understand it so much more now. Snow Halation is very much, I won't say it's a masterpiece, but it's a solid piece going for it, and I definitely appreciate Snow Halation as a piece much more. Hold on, I am trying to do something while I'm here because I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do. Oh, my brain is so small. Why is my brain so small? I wish my brain were bigger. Actually, I don't. The smarter you are, the harder life is. Just smooth brain. Just smooth brain. It's so much easier to be smooth brain than it is to be smart. Like, just be dumb and just keep life simple. Keep life simple. When life is simple and it's just, everything's so much better. So much better. Okay. Now that that's done, I have other songs on the list to do today. So the problem with trying to prepare songs for today was like, well, next week I was gonna do a holiday stream, so it's like, why not? So I have like a bunch of holiday music learned, but I was also like, well, what else should I sing? Like, there's stuff that I could easily pull off. I forgot the lyrics. again. Zhuni, get your poop in a group. Just look up the goddamn lyrics beforehand instead of playing and then trying to figure it out. Isn't she lovely lyrics? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute old. I can't believe I never thought through love we'd be making one as lovely as she. Isn't she lovely? Made of love. Isn't she pretty? Truly the angel's best. Boy, I'm so happy. We have been heaven blessed. I can't believe what God has done. Through us, He's given life to one. Isn't she lovely? Made of love. Isn't she lovely? Life and love are the same. Life is Aisha. The meaning of her name. Long day it could have not been done without you who conceived the one. It's so very lovely, made from love. Yay. The Beatles would sing gibberish when writing songs, then would put the lyrics in later. See, I need to do that. Like, okay, there's actually a lot of things that I do. Like, I'll just sing around in my kitchen, and I'll just make words up. And honestly, they probably make some really good shorts, except for the fact I don't just record them on the fly. Like, I'll just be washing dishes and be like, why does this plate have some crap on it? Why doesn't it come out? I've scrubbed it like 20,000 times and over. The stain's still there, why doesn't it come out? Why didn't I clean the dishwasher out? Now the water's dripping on the other dishes. Why is my life? Why is it like this? Just clean the dishes. So yeah, there's stuff like that that happens on my daily basis. Yeah. Clean the dishes. Wash your dishes. Don't let them pile up. Dishwasher, not actually a dishwasher. It's a drying rack. Don't know who told you it was a dishwasher. I use it specifically as a drying rack. What else do we have? We have other things. If other people have requests, please let me know. I should probably come up with like a formal system of getting requests in now that we have monetization and stuff. Oh, my favorite dishwashing halation. Absolutely, this feels like a call out. Look, sometimes we just gotta clean our dishes. I think it's just like, I don't know, I was just messing around with stuff earlier, like, it's a good time. Like, no, that one will definitely get me copywritten. Huh. What else should we do today? All I want for Christmas is you. Love. Oh yeah, we didn't do Love Like You. I think Love Like You would be nice with. I don't know how it'd sound like this. what I was planning on doing. Lyrics first, Zhuni. Lyrics first. Hold that pitch. Hold that pitch, because then we don't get copywritten. Love like you. Lyrics. If I could begin to be, didn't attach the right mic, you see. Mic, you see. That's better. Now I can't see the lyrics. I'm a genius. If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love. When I see the way you act, wondering when I'm coming back, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you. I always thought I might be bad now. I'm sure that it's true. I think you're so good, and I'm nothing like you. Look at you go. I just adore you. I wish that I knew what makes you think I'm so special. If I could begin to do something that does right by you, I would do about anything. I would even learn how to love. When I see the way you look, shaken by how long it took, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you. Love like you. I swear I'm going to get through this congestion, and it's going to be fine. Everything will be fine. Yeah. Christmas music. Oh, I should do the Christmas music. This is Ode to Joy, but Ode to Joy, I feel like it's associated with Christmas music. But then there's what other Christmas song should I play? not playing the rest. We're just gonna stop there. We're just gonna stop there. I'm pretty sure that already got copyrighted. Oh my god. Okay, that song is so hard to sing though, cause let me get the lyrics out. Let me get the lyrics out. All I want for Christmas is you lyrics. Okay, first off, this first one. I don't want a lot for Christmas. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath, under. I don't know what that interval is. I just want you, like, I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my dreams come true. God dang, like that intro is ridiculous. Like, I don't understand how she hits it, cause it's this first chord, it's just ambiguous. And then another 7, minor 7, back to the major 1. We got the 3, then we get the 6. Then she does the D minor for some reason, and then we build up into the inverted one. It's just a hard song. Very hard song. I have tried practicing it this week. It just hurt. I mean, like, range-wise, I changed into a key that I could actually do it in, but the song is just really, really hard. She can't really do it anymore? Okay. Yeah, I would like to see her do it live because it's ridiculous. It is actually ridiculous. Insert children's choir. Insert children's choir. I don't have any children to sing as a choir. That is the only sound I'm missing. I'm sorry, that's the closest I'm gonna get to a children's choir. Lots of stuff that I'm still working on. I need to practice by next week. No, there was some other stuff that I wanted to add, but I'm also not sure if I want to just produce it or not. We're working on it. Oh, I'm sorry. I had one more song. I do remember. We're not going to do the whole thing because I have it as a short for this week, but I can live loop this one. Last Christmas lyrics. Okay, this one I actually practiced and have prepared. One, two, three.
give it to
someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, gave you my heart. You gave it away, to save me from tears. I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, The very next day, you gave it away, to save me from tears. I'll give it to someone special. I'm gonna be honest, that's as far as I got in the song because I'm still working through it. And it's it's not a hard song. It's just like the syllables for it are real weird. So like, okay, here's the next verse. A crowded room, friends with tired eyes. I'm hiding from you and your soul of ice. My God, I thought you were someone to rely on. Me, I was a shoulder to cry on, a face on a lover with the fire in his heart. Undercover, but you tore me apart. Oh, now I know, found real love again. Something never fool me again. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, and the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Yeah. So like, it's there, but the lyrics are kind of hard. And yes, it could use reverb and vocals, especially for this song. But the thing is, like, I have to like keep slapping that on and off, particularly for this song. So for people who don't know the setup, what I'm doing is I have my RC505 as my audio interface. And so what the audio, like the RC505 is great at is looping. It's not a music production device. So I have Ableton connected, but for me to switch, basically I use Ableton to switch around my instruments and to slap on and turn off filters. And those filters though, I need to like connect to other things. So that is connect things, disconnect things, also work with the audio interface. Like, yeah, I understand the critiques is like, oh, this should have reverb here, this should have other stuff here, but also I am limited in the capacity of my tools that I currently have. And I think I could toss on the reverb on here, but I didn't get to practice that. So like the RC505 is basically learning an instrument itself, then connecting Ableton to it is also connecting another instrument, and then also just playing piano and getting it all worked out. Like it's definitely, okay, I should have this on. So like, it's definitely doable. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I would like to add reverb, but also the reverb on the RC505 gets a little too much. And so if I'm gonna add reverb, I have to also add it like selectively for each song. And then I also have to turn on like the reverb thing on the Ableton setup. And so like I could preface a lot of these audio like the music streams. Like, yes, there are things that I can't do given I'm using Ableton, given that I'm using the RC505. But it's also like, it's a lot to have to plan out ahead. And while I do have a set list in general, it's really challenging to put it all together live, like on the fly, which is very different from like, I can sit and fine tune all my instrumentation. It's like, yes, when I have the Last Christmas stuff, like the Last Christmas, like actual cover, I do have it reverbed and stuff. But like, remember to turn on and off for sure. Judy has a small brain. So yeah, yes, like I have to learn how to like connect new stuff and get it all worked out. It's just super, oh yeah. So no, you're fine, Glenn. Like your critiques are valid. Like if I turn reverb on here, let me turn on reverb here. Because reverb, test, 1, 2, 3. So you can hear reverb exists on the RC505, but it sounds really metallic. I don't like the reverb that I get from the RC505. And while I do have some control with it, like it's still super up in the air. Like, gave you my heart. It's just a little too empty in the space versus like if I wanted to sit in Ableton and then let me find the vocals track. Like if I wanted to slap on, God, I hope you don't break. I really hope you don't break. It's a really big list right now, but let me toss on the reverb here. So if I toss it on here, test, 1, 2, 3, and open it up. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, and the very next day, you gave it away. So then I got to turn it on and off, I got to turn the filter off, and so, like, if I were better, basically it's a skill issue. It is absolutely a skill issue that I don't have all the MIDI stuff connected and programmed to different buttons on the MIDI controller. But I also have to do my Ph.D. Yeah, there's so much reverb. Like, learning, like going through all the stuff that I have now, it's wild how many tools are at like one's disposal to be able to do this work, but it's just like a lot. Even like trying to get the right setup for the RC505 was a journey. Like I've gone through at least 4, 5, 6 different iterations of how I wanted to set up the RC505. It wasn't until I found out that you all can actually hear everything that goes on the RC505, where I was like, okay, so then I should loop Ableton into the RC505 and use Ableton just for sounds rather than launching my clips from Ableton and trying to get it all loaded there. At one point, I had my Scarlett connected to the RC505, trying to get that worked out. In short, it has been a journey, and this has been the most efficient, clean setup that I've had so far that gives me control where I can also like do cool stuff like and I can loop stuff and I can add the filters on the fly here. But the problem with the setup is I can't actually record the audio that I have here and send it back to Ableton. So that's like, basically I'd have to just record the stream if I liked what I had, which can work. But yeah, oh my gosh, it's been like so much. It's hard, and I'm just glad like even learning how to use this, the RC505 it's a journey and trying to find what works best. Because I know at one point like I was trying to like mix into particular like things and transition out, but then like managing all my sounds here with the Ableton push, and then the RC505. Yeah, it's like something I have to practice. And I think I talked about it on one stream, that for the RC505, there is the Loop Masters, or like the Ableton RC505 beatboxing loop competitions. So for example, what they do is they'll start out with like just a simple beat. Let me try to give you an example. What's a good example? You know what? I'm just gonna wing it. I'll just wing it. Basically everything is only with the RC505 in my voice. So that's not a good one. I need like a excel, this is the place to be. Got beats, something free. Hey! Anyhow. 1, 2, 3, 4. What they'll do is stuff like that, except then they'll make it like 20 times more crazy. And I can't do that currently. Like, it is wild. They'll take stuff like that, we'll layer it on like one track, and then mix 1,000 things on top of it, switch to like a boom dum dum boom dum boom dum dum boom dum boom So yeah, all this to say, I have way too many hobbies, and I need to probably stop. So we can, yeah. So that works. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call quits here today because I have an early start tomorrow. This is a shorter stream. I want to say thank you to everyone who came and celebrated monetization. I will have stuff planned out for next week. Unfortunately, I've got to catch up with a little bit of work tonight. But please do look forward to some of the other content that we'll be making. And next week, I will have a more fleshed out Christmas stream. I kind of imagine the PowerPoint going a bit longer than an hour, but we got through. We got through. And yeah, hobbies that become, it truly does, Clint. Like, god dang. Between cycling and audio, I have luckily not upgraded my bike or anything. Like, if I had to upgrade my bike, it would be a bad time. But thank you to everyone who is here. We will be continuing to have a good time as much time as we can. I can't believe we're also in December. I think, if anything, we'll go through some of the holiday stuff for next week. If not, we'll go through Slime Rancher 2. We have a whole backlog, as you saw from the list. Maybe I'll do like a short biking stream. We'll figure it out. Oh, SG got a bike! Let's go! But thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate you. Today, the reason also we're ending early is because today is like the one day where I get to raid into Ayla. Ayla is hanging out and doing art, and we are going to hang out with Ayla. Because Ayla's amazing as a gen mate. Let me save that. And also, I never raid into Ayla. Like, I don't know when the last time, or the first time, the last time I raided into Ayla was probably debut. So we're gonna raid into Ayla. Let me double check that I'm actually raiding into Ayla, because one time I just didn't raid into anything and it was terrible. I am pumped to raid into Ayla. This is fantastic. Let me double check that we're raiding into her. This is just gonna go. Okay, we are definitely raiding into Ayla. We're raiding into Ayla. Thank you all for being here. We will keep up with the monetization life. I will give you all updates of what else we're doing in the future. There are some shorts planned for the future that I'm very excited about, and maybe some longer things as well. But have a wonderful, wonderful... Oh, there's one other song I need to end on. I'm sorry. There's one other thing I need to do for you all. I only need my piano for this. Sorry. It's a special kit. No, I didn't mean to turn off the piano. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god dang it. Turn on piano. Ugh. Okay. This is the last thing we're ending on, and then I will raid you all out. Oh, you can see all that. Hold on. MIDI. Portable Grand. Huh. Okay, piano's not gonna work for this. Last song. This came out. Thanks for coming and seeing me again. Appreciate your time. I hope it never ends. We learn, we laugh, so spread your wings and fly somewhere beyond this stream and die. Times are hard, but keep on pushing through. Someday your journey will end. Keep on trying, achieve your goals. I'll see you someday, I know. Goodbye, it's not forever. I'll see you again. Maybe tomorrow, eventually, and then we'll do what we've always done like before. Living and laughing, learning and loving. I hope I see you again. And bye-bye.